Beautiful. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. So, appreciate you.
But I can follow you on another word. Pretty girl, make I tell you one thing. See, pretty girl, oh, listen to me, girl. You give us something the world's here to know. Check it out. She's so sharp and so sure, girl. She just got time already too. Take it out. Friends to you, you're so beautiful and better than the first. Easy now. She gorgeous and so good, yo. When you look into her eyes, man, I tell you don't be fall asleep. Yo, make a let you fade over the location. Now your friends love me, friend. Boom, take it out. Make you know the full of the world. Need the breaking up behind you, not the soul. So my baby, please. Gonna give another man.
We running in the rain, man. It don't matter.
Gonna give another man. Gonna give another man. No, they give my kid to know the man. Give my kid to another man. Stop to the give. Give my kid to know the man. Chaka, chaka, chaka.
Hello, Melvin's Fat to Fit here, and I'm here with another banger video teaching you how to actually go from being fat to fit. How to take your calories from extremely high to low. I'm teaching you how to be able to get shredded for the beginners, even though you don't know how to track. I'm going to teach you guys in this video how to track calories, how to know if you're at your maintenance, right? How to actually know if you're overfeeding, and how to reduce your calories if you're overfeeding. So without any delay, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, share. Love you all. Without any delay, let's get into the video. So here is one of the things I added to my diet to get lean and shredded for the first time, losing 140 pounds from 330. So here's what you're gonna need. You're gonna need a cherry seed, a protein of your choosing. I'm gonna be using this one, and oatmeal. So the final addition to this recipe, right? For those of us who have a sweet tooth, who enjoy eating more sugary stuff, who have not been dieting for so long, the beginners, is a fish sweetener. So we don't have that on the table, so we're gonna go shopping for it. Beautiful. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. So appreciate you. That's it. So we're back from the shopping, so let's get to mixing up and calculating the recipe. This says in one serving, right, which is 30 grams, it's gonna contain 1 gram of fat, right, 2 grams of carbohydrates, and 25 grams of protein. So we're about to add that up and see if it equals, okay? So here's proof that labels lie, right? So according to that protein that I showed you, it tells me it's supposed to be 110 calories for a serving of protein. And the serving is 30 grams of protein, right? Per serving. So we all know that fat, 1 gram of fat equals 9 calories. So that is 1 times 9, right? We know that 1 gram of carbohydrate equals 4 calories. So we have 2 in that actual serving. So it's 2 times 4 equals 8. So there are 8 grams of carbohydrates in this particular protein. And now we know the amount of calories in this particular protein is 25 grams, right? The amount of grams in this serving is 25 protein. So 25 times 4 equals 100. So when we add up 100, right, plus 9, that's 109, plus 8, that gives us 117. So there's 117 calories when I add it up correctly. But you see that they marketed it as 110. That is called they rounded it down. So labels are legally allowed to lie to you. So this is how you might be overfeeding. Specimen number 2, we have the chair seat. It tells me on the container that is 150 calories per serving, and it's a serving of 30 grams, right? So how do we calculate that? We know fat equals 9 calories per gram, right? And it has 9 grams of fat, so it's 9 times 9, giving us 81. We know that carbohydrate is 4 calories per gram, and it has 13 grams, so 13 times 4, giving us 52, right? We know that protein is 4 calories per gram, so it's 5 times 4, giving us 20. So when we add it up, 81 plus 52 plus 20 equals 153, and yet it says 150 on the actual label. So my actual goal is actually to be that person that I wish I had when I started up. When I first started up, I was that fat kid you see in the gym, breaking the elliptical machines, going hard, having faith in himself, believing that there was something greater that life had to offer for me. I was that fat kid that no one actually helped. Like, no one gave me advice when I first started until I started getting in good shape. I want to be that person to you guys. I don't want you guys to get on your fitness journey alone without education, feeling unappreciated, feeling not knowing what you're doing. You get what I'm saying? Feeling like you're trapped without any information, going in without you even knowing this. How does the tricep work? How does the bicep work? How do I hit this muscle? Most times I didn't know none of that, and no one even helped me because people were too in their world focused on yourself. I want to be that person to you guys. I want to be the person that you guys can be able to go to, that I would give you the best information, and I hope I can be that to you guys. So without any delay, let's get back to it. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching this. So according to the oat, it tells us that the oat is 150 calories for a serving of 40 grams, right? So let's calculate it and know if it's correct. So it tells us in that same label that it's 3 grams of fat, right? Fat is 9 calories per gram, so it's 3 times 9, giving us 27, okay? It also tells us that it's 27 grams of actual carbohydrates. So 27 times 4, since carbohydrate is 4 calories per grams, so that's giving us 108, right? And then it tells us it's 20 grams of protein. Sorry, it tells us that it's 5 grams of protein. So 5 times 4, we know 4 grams of we know in each gram of protein is 4 calories. So it's 5 times 4, giving us 20. So when we add that up, it tells us that the label lied to us again, giving us 155 calories per serving. For the big eaters, doing this will make you drop your calories drastically without you having to feel like you're starving, without you having to suffer for real. Doing this thing that I'm about to show you in this video will get you extremely shredded. It took my calories from 10,000 calories to actually eating 2,000 calories per day, and even sometimes lower, and I was still able to feel full until I was completely shredded. So without any further delay, let's get back to it. So here's the label for the official sweetener. So it says 0 calories like we did in the previous ones. Let's get to our book and check if it's actually 0 calories. So diagnosing the sweetener, it tells me it was 0 calories, and it also told me that it was 4 grams of carbs in it, right? So we're gonna write that right here, carbs. So it says it's 4 grams of carbs, right? And it's 0 calories. We all know that carbohydrate equals 4 calories, right? 4 calories per 1 gram. And now it tells us it's 1 gram in a serving, and a serving is 1 gram. You get what I'm saying? According to that, label. So it says a serving is 1 gram and it's 4 calories per gram of carbohydrate. Hence, it means that it's not 0 calories. It is 4 calories per serving in that official sweetener. That's how your labels lie to you. So specimen number 1 is going to be the oats. And I want 2 servings of the oats. And in the oats it says 2 serving, I need 80 grams. So you see, first, look, you want to zero out your scale and make sure it's set to grams. You get what I'm saying? Grams. That's the most accurate way of weighing your food. So it says I need, for 2 serving, a serving is 40 grams. So for 2 serving, I'm going to need 80 grams. So you make sure it's on 0, then you pour your oats. You see, it says 81. I'm going to take out a little bit, add until it hits 80, and that's a serving. Okay. Specimen number 2, that's the protein powder. And it says I need 30 grams for a serving, and I'm gonna be using 2 servings in this actual experiment. So 2 servings. First, like I said, zero out your scale before you start adding. So we zeroed out our scale, we add 2 servings. 2 servings equals 60. Perfect. That's accurate. Now specimen number 2, the last specimen is the chair seed, and it tells me in the chair seed that a serving is 30 grams. I'm gonna be using 1 serving. And I need 30 grams. So I'm gonna take gently until I see it at 30. Remove. And that's a serving. So that's how you track your calories. So if we add this all up with what we know from the book, we try to have, now we want to add as much water as we want. That's one thing. For the big eaters, add water volume to your diet. That will make sure that you're drastically eating less, and now you have the sweetness, you have the ability to savor your diet. You get what I'm saying? You want to increase your water intake. I add as much water to fill up the bowl. So we have the final product. After letting it cook, look at that size of the bowl. Look at how much food that is. You get what I'm saying? It makes you eat more than most people you would ever meet. So in case you never get food, this would be a good addition to your diet. So that whole meal cost me 695 calories. So in case you don't have a label to be able to tell you how many calories is in what you're eating, here's what you do. Go in and type how many calories is in a serving of potato. So we already know that a serving is 148 grams of potato. So we're gonna put this, check it out. It's not a serving. We're gonna add to it till we hit 148 to another serving. So we add this, another serving, it's more. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna break from it. We're gonna break from it and add a little bit. It's not 148 yet. So break and add again. It needs a little bit more to be 148. So once we do this, we know that we're close. We're a little bit close. So adding this, and that's exactly a serving. In this serving, it's 110 calories. So I want to hear your comments. If this really helped you, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, share it. And for the fat people, I'm trying to tell you this is what you should do. You get what I'm saying? Find out what your caloric intake is. It doesn't matter if you don't know how to track. How do I do it if I'm a fat person, I'm trying to get lean? There's something your body likes enjoying. Like there's some food that you frequent more than usual. Let's assume you eat 10 cakes per day without usually, like, these are your favorite food, 10 cakes per day, right? I want to take a little bit out of that 10 cake, maybe half out of that one cake out of the 10. I should be losing like a pound a week. You get what I'm saying? Let's assume it's a bunch of burgers. I take one out of that burger, one burger out of that 10 burgers. I should be losing something. You get what I'm saying? I put myself in a deficit. I'm burning more calories than I actually consume. That's the actual goal. You want to burn more calories than you consume. So I hope this helps you. I'm willing to see your comments in the comment section. If it helped you, if it did not help you, please feel free to interact. And not only that, I love you all. And also, I want you guys to also go just track your calories for a week. Know what you frequent, know your habits, then remove a little bit out of that, and then you will see that weight loss. And make sure to know your weight, because it's just nothing but a reference point. Like I was saying, feel free to actually check your weight, because it's nothing but a reference point. Don't be intimidated to check your weight. And please, there's something that I did not do while I was fat. I did not enjoy the moment of getting lean. You get what I'm saying? I was too focused that I did not enjoy the moments. I didn't even take pictures. I didn't celebrate. Please enjoy the moment getting up to your goals, because it's still part of your life. Don't let the moments be stolen away from you because you're fat. Like I said in the previous video, outer show is a poor substitute for inner words. It doesn't matter what people think about you, right? It doesn't matter what you're wearing or how you look. All that matters is how you view yourself.